Well, we're very excited that the Betting on Our Future project for this year was able to expand to 19 different projects. With the support of the Office of Problem Gambling, we were able to reach out to more young people all across the state of California, allowing them to engage in educating their communities about the issues around problem gambling.
That's one of the greatest things about BOOF is that it's not parents telling them, it's not their teachers telling them, it's students telling other students. They can let their voice be known and be heard to talk about issues within schools, within their parents, within their friends about problem gambling.
It's something that I feel that affects my family a lot, so that's when I decided to get involved.
Each one of our youth had a personal story that related to youth problem gambling, and gambling was an issue within their family.
Well, the Spotlight Festival was really an opportunity for young people to come together and showcase what they did. So they were here to showcase their public service announcements. So while they may have done a large live production, they may have done a documentary, this was the chance to come in and show their 30 seconds of fame.
I got to meet a lot of different people. I got to see the issues that they found in their own communities, and it's not just in San Francisco, it's pretty much a nationwide problem.
Gambling isn't as easily detected, so one of the things that we do is talk about the signs and symptoms to tell people about problem gambling and help them to understand that gambling is a disease just like any of the other diseases with alcohol or with drugs.
I had to engage in all kinds of manipulative behaviors and lies to kind of cover my addiction. The sneaking around, the lack of care for other people around me and for my own responsibilities, all of that went along with my compulsive gambling, just as it would for someone who's addicted to drugs or alcohol or something else.
They walk away with some knowledge. They know more when they leave than when they came in, and that they're inspired to do more when they get home.
Betting on Our Future project opened the eyes of a lot of our students to create awareness about some of the issues that are going on in their community, on their campus, so it gave them an opportunity to explore what those issues are.
We found out that it's really a social norm. It's something that people don't really consider a problem until they're really in debt or actually losing something, and then they start noticing oh, okay, I have a problem with gambling.
We had an amazing speaker this morning. And it really surprised me. It surprised all my students too.
I was asked to be the youth motivational speaker this morning and kind of tell my story, being that I am a compulsive gambler, as well as someone whose choices that I made while in my active addiction led me to go to prison. I needed a means to gamble, and the means was money. And so for me, it led to me embezzling from my ex-wife's family. It destroyed my marriage, it hurt people, it hurt my relatives, I very much damaged my ex-wife and her entire family, as well as hurt the company financially, hurt them financially. I mean, the list goes on of people. And then even, afterwards, when I subsequently went to prison, those were continued consequences that people around me had from choices that I made. My mother having to have sleepless nights knowing I was in prison. Even once I stopped, the wreckage of my past was still something that had to be dealt with. And even just that wreckage is not something that affected me alone.
The good thing about BOOF is that it creates awareness and it allows the discussion to start between the youth and their family members about problem gambling.
It's just a great experience for the students to gather and share information.
They got the chance to walk across a red carpet with great prestige and honor.
They use social networking, they use digital filmmaking class to put the projects together. The great thing about it is that the result is really first rate.
We designed a PSA about a story with a princess, and she had everything. She had a perfect life. She gambled it all away and she ended up with nothing. Basically, we're saying that you shouldn't gamble your world away. You shouldn't sacrifice everything that you have just for one good feeling.
Young people that kind of meekly came in ended up being able to stand and really speak their truth around these issues. Well, one of the highlights for this Spotlight Festival was seeing such a large number of young people all come together in one community. So it wasn't groups coming in and staying separate groups, but it was different groups coming in and coming together. So they cheered each other on. So really seeing that community of young people stand up for each other and really see themselves as part of a movement, I thought was really important.
Together we can all make a difference, and now they're helping us to solve the problem of problem gambling throughout the state.
A gambling addiction is just as severe and pretty much the same as any other addiction, whether it be food, drugs, alcohol, sex, anything.
The results were that our young people will walk away from this experience understanding that gambling is an addiction and that it's causing a lot of discontent.
In the Spotlight Festival, I think that the kids have a great opportunity to do so many things. One is to show off their product.
The moral of our story is gambling can destroy your family.
Our title of the film is Bloopers on Top, and our team motto is nothing good comes from gambling.
Spotlight Festival 2 was an amazing opportunity for young people to come and share their experiences and to really celebrate their work together.
Friday Night Live does a great job of bringing our youth together to teach them the leadership skills that they need to have their voices heard.
Just want to thank Friday Night Live and the Office of Problem Gambling for everything they've been doing to make this happen.
The Spotlight Festival is the best part of my job every year.
The Spotlight Festival was educational, fun, and a good experience.
The Spotlight Festival is an experience of a lifetime.